Alright everyone, it's Alex and Gio from RaddTitan.
Yo!
And we just wanted to put a small video together just to mention some of the awards we've just won. So the first award we're going to go over is we won the award for the best small scale statue review of 2017.
The GCAs, baby!
These are the Golden Collector Awards. And we'd just like to thank everyone for voting.
Thank you, Academy.
We'd like to thank Richard, Ian, Rick, all of the team over in CV for putting this together. I'm sorry if I missed some guys out there, but there's a whole team of them who
Jason?
work hard. Jason Bond's on there now.
Yeah,
so we want to thank them for putting this together. We want to thank them for giving us the opportunity to win, and especially again to the fans for voting for us. So
love you.
Is that it?
What?
Do you want to add anything?
Yeah, I mean, we're really proud. This is the first time that any awards really been given for the people who actually do the reviews and go out there and, this is a hobby. We spend our hard-earned money, doing it. So, it's nice to get, any type of recognition. So, fair play for going out there and making that happen. Any award, any sort of show like that takes a lot of organisation to put together. And we appreciate it. And obviously, we're thankful for every single person that took the time out of their busy life to vote for us, because it is that, it's given us that time, so thank you.
Also, I mean, the actual review was a lot of fun as well to do.
Awesome,
Did we have to do that like 4 times?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
That was one of the ones where Marco Reale decided not to film it. And
numerous times. Is it filming, Michael? Yes, it's filming. Is there numbers counting down, Michael? No, but it's filming. No, then it's not filming, Michael.
Yeah, I think we had to film it 4 times, and we did have a lot of technical difficulties. The review nearly never happened, actually. And
all the hard work was worth it.
Yeah, so it was actually one of the ones we probably worked the hardest to actually get done. So we're glad that one actually got recognised. So
yeah, it's for the Hulk versus Wolverine Maquette. Yeah.
So again, thanks guys, and keep watching. You can see the review after.
Plug.
Shameless plug. Shameless.
Yo, welcome to Team RaddTitan. We've got, I think he's here. You there?
Hey.
Look, hey. We've got Alex over there, Gio over here. We're going to be reviewing the Sideshow Collectibles Hulk versus Wolverine diorama. This is the exclusive. It belongs to Gary Speed. We've had a lot of requests to do this video, certainly from the people that have it in hand. They want to know, are the teeth that bad? Are the seams a problem? All that lot. Is it great? Is it not? So stay tuned. We're gonna grab it. We're gonna grab it, weigh it, hopefully, spin it around, measure it, look at it, give it the up and down, give it the RaddTitan treatment, and we'll see if it gets our stamp of approval, so to speak. Stay tuned.
Boom.
Boom.
Everyone, so we're back, and as Gio said, we're doing the Hulk versus Wolverine diorama by Sideshow Collectibles. We've had a lot of requests, as George was saying. Loads of people saying you're going to get this in hand, you're going to review it. Loads of people are surprised I didn't even order it. So we're going to go
surprised I didn't order it, dude.
Unfortunately, the edition size put me off.
Well, if anybody doesn't know, this is a total edition size of 6,500 units, 2.5 exclusive and 4,000 regulars. This is the exclusive where you get the classic head, is it?
You get the classic head for Wolverine. It's from the original. First appearance of Wolverine is 180, but the actual first full appearance is 181.
Because they do like a pot reveal, didn't they?
They do like I am Wolverine.
Yeah, they love that, didn't they? Yeah.
So 181 is the big main one where he's on the cover and everything else. The reason why I didn't get it is the edition size is pretty high, so I just thought to myself.
It's not cheap either. This ain't cheap.
It was for the size.
It's cheap. It isn't cheap.
699 for the size.
699 is expensive. That ain't cheap, bro.
I don't know for the scale. I don't know.
Let's see.
But anyway, so I mean, also I just thought to myself I could pick up at a later date.
I said, this ain't cheap. Gary's head went. It's definitely not cheap. So easy. They are.
Oh, for the size, you don't think 699 is cheap? Or is it 599 not 699?
699. What, 599?
Do you think it's cheap for the size?
Choking on his
Okay, he just choked on his cornflakes. So basically, we're just going to run through the box. So the front is the Incredible Hulk and Wolverine. Sideshow.com. They changed the website because it used to be sideshowtoy.com.
Also, our boy Michael Reali, who's now taking control of the camera and also part of our informations team, has said that this actually is the same Hulk print as that was an original premium format. And he has seen that box, so I'm going to trust him because I ain't seen it.
Wonderful. So if we go this way, we can see that on this side it says Hulk, and this side, so this side says Hulk. I just wanted to make sure it said Wolverine on the other. So not really much else going on there, just green Hulk. There we go. Then you got the print here of the actual statue.
It's a nice box, dude.
Yeah.
It's a nice art box. It's got it's thought at least.
And then you got the Wolverine side here.
Nice, yeah. That's nice.
Top side is the same as the first side we showed you. And then we got the flip side here, which is the bottom. And it will show you the edition size. And can you see it?
Yeah,
2200 out of 2500.
Okay. Yeah, so again, a late edition for Gary. No, I've just noticed. You're in a Superman shirt. I'm in a Batman shirt. What the fuck are we?
I forgot to change my t-shirt again. All right, pause. All right, so we're back and we basically swapped our t-shirts over. What we're going to do now is we're going to go into the box. We're going to get the pieces out and look through them. So I mean, just slide it across.
Yeah. Go.
There you go. So scales.
Let's bring Lazy Susan back.
And that. So
we need a party Susan for this one.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to go.
We haven't seen this before. We have not. Michael and Gary unboxed it and have removed all the tape. We have absolutely no idea what it looks like because it's about reactions, dude.
It is.
All right. See.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready. Shit.
Wow. Okay.
This is fucking Hulk, dude.
This is 1/5 scale. And
who taped all these items? Did you tape all this?
Well, Gary, man.
Proud of you.
Gary,
You've grown. You've grown.
I've learned
He's
it
actually taped everything up.
That's it, man. You've grown.
What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go for the base because
Oh, fuck me.
the base is here. So if you just to try not to trip over the lights. So what you got here is you got the big base, you got the Wolverine body, you got a log, you got the two heads for the Wolverine, you've got the Hulk head, Hulk body, and then you've got the two claws over here. So what we'll do then is if you whack that back on there, we'll go straight to the base.
It's heavy. Completely different experience to the dark side. Have a look. I mean, that is a weighty base. That base must be a couple.
It does feel pretty solid. Wow, that looks really nice.
Yeah. I heard that the base detail was lacking, not based on this. You see that? Yeah, see that? See that?
Alright, so what we do is we'll set him up.
That's just fucking excellent.
There you are. So you're too slow, too much pizza, too little thinking. All right, so we have. Let's get the pieces out. Dude, even this, man, is heavy.
I mean, that is pretty well painted.
It's really well painted. Look at that. Really nice, man. It's proper nice.
Kill some fucking vampires with that shit.
Let's be careful. And he's got mint condition. A lot of people had some broken shoulder pads. Gary, thankfully, is fine. Because you almost nearly have a. I mean, this is a very good weight too, and the body sculpt on this is absolutely fucking insane. This is probably one of the best body sculpt of Wolverines I've seen.
Put it up.
Yeah, it's really nice.
What are you cheering about?
It's really nice that the snow effect up. It's just beautiful. The snow effect up the boots is fucking class. It really is nice. It's nice, isn't it?
It's good sculpt. I mean,
really.
Gary has lucked out. There's been quite a lot of issues with broken shoulder pads and other things. You've got a bit of polystyrene in there.
Yeah.
All right, what we'll do is just get all this shit out of the way. We go straight back and take.
You can. No, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll pass it up to you, and you talk through.
And put the bag back
Yeah.
into the. Oh, this is a very good weight. So this feels real nice. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's a nice Hulk face.
This is another moment of you eating humble pie.
That's a nice Hulk face, is that? Painted. Look at that. Look at that.
I just want to go this out before.
Look at that. That is proper business. Wait, don't gloss over this. We don't gloss over shit here, RaddTitan, man. Yeah, they're shit teeth. Yeah, they're not forgivable teeth. They're shit teeth. There's no forgiving that. Ah, okay. I actually think the teeth on the. I actually think the teeth
Put
on
together.
I actually think the teeth on the regular head is worse than the exclusive on Gary's. Can you see that?
Yeah, you might be right there, mate. Yeah.
Have a look at that. Tell me what teeth you think
Oh,
are
no,
worse.
I'm not-
Just look. What's worse?
Probably the regular.
I think the regular's worse. I think these
Not
actually look a
much.
bit. I think these actually look a bit better than some of the ones. This looks better than the ones.
I don't think it looks as bad as it comes out of the picture.
The thing is that once it's set up, the real question is, does the angle?
Alright, what we do is if we
you have to put the Hulk, then you have to put.
I'll tell you what, if we go a bit freestyle.
We're going freestyle, old school.
Sorry,
Bitch.
let me take that off. And I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to show all these pieces on offer.
Minus the Hulk.
Let me zoom back out. So you have the kind of log piece here, which again looks like a vampire steak.
It
It looks like I was wanking it off there, but anyway. Then you've got the Wolverine body there, which yeah, is really well sculpted. That's
Well
really nice.
painted as well, isn't it? The paint is nice.
Then you've got the claws here.
Let me just test these.
You're doing a bite it.
Yeah, they're metal.
Okay.
100% they're metal. Sorry, Gary, you've got my saliva, but now it's a collector's item. You see that?
All right.
Geoman
Then you've got the
spit.
two Wolverine heads, and that Hulk head is much better than the premium format I had. The new premium
Kills
format.
it. And it's about the same fucking size.
Yeah, that's stop moving it, fucker. Yeah, look at that.
That's real magic.
Nice.
Bro. That's real
All right.
magic.
So what we do is we'll give this back to the.
Let's give it to its owner. Let's get out of that. Do you need me to lift that Hulk out? So I've got the gloves on. Gary says yes. Get out of the way. Got it?
Yeah, it's in.
Oh.
First of all, the first thing I notice is the dirt on the Hulk's foot looks really good.
Do you know the first thing I noticed is the fibrous fucking highlighted green body. It's fucking... The paint job on this Hulk is crazy. Crazy next level paint.
No, but look on the base of the foot here.
No, man, I know.
I mean, like on the back of the foot here, where you can see here, he's been like running around in all the dirt, and you can see that on there, and it's really well done. I mean, some of the statues you see from Sideshow and from others, they do lack on the bottom of the feet. They just sort of seem to think that they don't need.
They forget about it.
Like the Dark Phoenix, one of my gripes with that was the fact that there was no sculpt on the bottom of the feet.
I mean,
but this
is textured. Like the whole body is completely and utterly textured. It is grainy, almost like when you rub your hands over an overly steroid used guy. It is his skin is really.
Another Saturday night for you.
It's really porous, really porous, and ridiculous is that the actual trousers of the Hulk are completely textured all the way through. Like they look like jean textured, like material. It's absolutely fucking crazy.
If I was going to sort of clutch at problems or things that could be better, I'd go with the white sort of shirt on the top. I think could be a bit better. But that's literally just trying desperately to find something to see, like on the bum there is kind of a bit.
Are you talking
overlapping.
sculpt or are you talking paint?
I think the paint. The sculpt stuff.
Oh yeah, up underneath the body,
Nothing wrong with
it's a bit of a
sculpt.
loose line. It's fucking well desperate, that man.
I think the sculpt. I think the sculpt's my own canal. No.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also you got like here. See that there?
I'm gonna say it.
Like there.
Yeah.
It's like just a bit weird, kind of like maybe casting issue. But other than that, I mean, this is pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. I mean, like,
I think
we're going to have to start putting it together though.
Alright, yeah, sorry.
What were you going to say? Sorry, I interrupted you. Sit down.
I was going to say, I think it's the best sculpted Hulk, one of the best sculpted Hulk bodies I've ever seen. I especially, what I like is the way they've done the abdomen, the twist and the chest, where you've got the lats, you've got psoas, you've got the abdomen, you've got all the chest, all the muscles, I mean, it's riddled with fibres. Like, it looks like he's like about 0.4% body fat. Like, there's nothing on it, it's all like, it's like an anatomy and physiology book. It's very, very impressive.
I mean, we're still putting it together, but
this part.
this price, wow. Here you go. No, stay seated. It's all right. For now. Come on.
I really am impressed by the way that I actually thought I heard that there was some lacking details, and even somebody said to me recently that why has it got stupid coloured stones like all over it, like an orange and a grey and everything else. But I actually really like that.
Yeah, it's like,
I actually breaks it up lovely. I think that's a really
nice
good,
little bit of separation.
I think that's a great idea, and I
Even,
love the inside here. Have you seen that? Just the inside of that, the way that they've done that, the dead inside of a tree. It's beautiful.
Well, also
Absolutely beautiful.
you get like normally they kind of fail on. Sorry, John. Sorry.
But there, just don't. Magnet's super strong.
Normally you get like issues with sort of toenails, fingernails.
They look good.
Good to me.
The
grimy, you know.
What's that? What we say about that? About the hands? The feeling in the hands, the way
Yeah,
the hands are articulated.
It kind of catches that kind of that frozen, it's like snapshot of time.
Yeah.
It does it really well. All right, so what we're going to do then is what we do is we just put the Wolverine in. So
no, you don't.
we take that.
Yeah.
No
No glove, no love, bitch.
No glove, no love. No money, no panani.
Alright, so we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I see straight away. I mean, the Wolverine's got some really nice texturing on there. The boots really nice. The dirt and the wear on the boots.
I thought it was snow, but then I noticed there's no snow on the
It's no
fucking
snow.
base, so it's, I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't think you do.
Yeah, the arm seams are perfect. There's no problem whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Head magnet is fucking solid as a rock. What do you want, classic or regular?
Solid. Go with regular.
Okay. Actually like this. It's my favourite one.
I do like that.
Yeah, I like that. Alright, so that's it. That's it.
So if we then
It
skim
went
through.
in like a glove, no problems whatsoever.
So I mean, there are sort of on Facebook and on other social media, there are people complaining about bleeding on the black and yellow on the sides. It's not so bad on this side, but there was a little bit on the other side that Gary had. You've got a lot of people who've got the breakages on the actual shoulder parts.
Gary's is fun.
From actually, yeah, Gary's is fine, nothing wrong with that. From actually feeling the head, the fins on the regular portrait, the fins seem very, very brittle, but no.
You mean
issues on
thin, likely to break, but they haven't. And we haven't heard of any of them breaking either, have we? Much? I don't.
I haven't, but
I haven't, no.
Let
us know if you have.
That's a nice surprise, really, that, you know, well.
What do you think, dude? Tell me what you think.
I've got to say that I'm really impressed. I mean, I think that the actual body is, one of the best Hulk sculpts I've seen, and I think the paint on the Hulk is really, really nice.
Yeah.
I think the Wolverine overall is very, very good, very decent piece.
Yeah.
You were saying earlier that you could actually have the Hulk on his own, looking up to a kind of Galactus sort of type character.
Yeah, you could have a big. I mean, you wouldn't actually, technically speaking, because of the way this actually goes in, you don't actually need it. You could actually have him like from certain angles. You can't see the seam in the shoulder at all. So you could have, if you had a problem with your Wolverine, you couldn't get it fixed, or you weren't happy with it, could actually put him with another character. I mean, he wouldn't do so well on his own because that's a very action-based pose. But I definitely think he could go up against some of the bigger pieces, maybe the Sentinel or the Galactus, something that's a good, good 30 inches plus. And now we go back in again. That was highly risky, but it paid off. It worked. It's okay. I'm super impressed. I'm crazy impressed with it. I've heard stories about the base and the rocks and things like that. I think the rocks and the base are brilliant. The way that they've impacted the base with both feet is really, really, really powerful. I think that I agree with you completely. It has a porous feel to it, and it has a porous paint. Yeah. They've managed to do that exceptionally well. The Hulk is the highlight for me. The Hulk is magnificent. I really dig in the Wolverine sculpt. Let's have it right. The teeth are no good. Yeah. The teeth are no good on both portraits. They're not great. But let me say what saves it. I think what saves it is what you can see. Yeah. I think if you look at it from this angle, just there, if that's what you're displaying it as, you can't really see anything. And even from here, I'm looking bang onto Wolverine. I'm around about a foot, maybe 14 inches away, and I can't notice anything that's too drastic, which I'm surprised at. But in photos it's much worse than it actually is in review.
If I had to point out some things I don't like, there's not really a lot with the Hulk. I'm being really kind of sort of nitpicky. There is a kind of a sculpting line here which I don't really like.
Yeah.
Something else I picked up on as well are his trousers are quite thick. When you kind of look on the sides,
on the seams.
here,
They
you
are.
look here, it's really like quite thick. The actual lines of that, and then you go under here, the actual, just the
The density of it, you mean?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not a deal killer.
Isn't that good though? Isn't that good days? Like, because he is meant to be in type of jeans, isn't he?
Yeah, but it looks a bit too thick when you look at.
Maybe on the edges. I know what you're saying.
What must have been is the legs must have been a piece.
Yeah.
And then the actual body must have joined on there. So kind of if you look here,
Yeah, I can see it.
you
I
see
can
like
see
around
it.
here,
Yeah,
you
I
can
got
see
it.
where it's probably joined, and
Yeah,
that could probably be a little bit bad, but it's not a deal killer. Then you've got the head on the joint of the Hulk head. What must have happened is Sideshow must have probably thought, we're doing the exclusive classic Wolverine look.
And classic Hulk.
Let's probably do another classic Hulk look on there.
Kirby Hulk.
And so they keep the head so that you can change the heads over, and then they kind of gave up halfway really.
The thing is as well though, is I mean that would make sense because that seam line is completely needless. You don't need it shouldn't really be there, to be brutally honest. And it is actually quite an eyesore from certain angles. It's really unnecessary. It's quite lucky it's got a lot of wrinkles around there. It does distract from it a bit. But I've got to say, man, I think the anatomy and physiology on this pose is magnificent. I think Ryan Canal did an absolutely fucking exceptional job,
Really good job.
and Olivetti with the design has smashed it. I think they both really did a really excellent, an excellent combined effort with this piece. I think the paint is meticulous. I think the body is beautiful.
Well, you can't go wrong with either of them. I mean, they worked together on several pieces. I mean, they did the original sort of Spider-Man trilogy together. So you got the Olivetti art and then the Canal Gore Group sculpts. Do you want to switch your head over?
Having seen the dark side just before this, it goes to show you, hold the Wolverine just steady by the foot just for a second because the magnets are pretty strong here. What's interesting, what I was saying to the lads earlier, was we see the dark side with an edition side exclusive of 500, okay, and then we see a 6,500 total edition size with this, so we're talking 6 times near enough the size, and what do we get? We get a better feel, a better quality, a more premium piece with the higher edition size than you do with the lower stuff, which just goes to prove that if you send something to a half-assed factory, you get a half-assed job. Whoever the factory that are responsible for this piece, I think did a really good job. Even though you've got the line, and I don't think the teeth are great, I still think this is a winning piece. I really do. I'm upset with Sideshow. I'm upset that there's 6,500 in this because it's killed the collectability of the piece. It's killed it.
Well, they're a business, aren't they? They're not your friends. So
yeah, but it's not the point. People are not going to buy it with that size of edition size. You didn't fucking buy it because
97% of their business is from casual
Fuck
buyers.
me, don't give me that shit. That's not true. I think that they did such a good job here, right? I think they did such a great job that just if they did 2,500 or 3,000, half the edition size, this could go down as one of the greatest dioramas ever made.
But the other side of that is the edition size was really high, but the price was low for the piece. Do you not think that?
Well, after
So
that
price
Maquette on front,
yeah.
obviously I do think that. But the truth of the matter is that what would you rather have? Would you rather pay £1,000 for this and there'd be 1,500 of them, or would you rather pay $699 and there'd be 6,500?
I'd probably pay a little bit more.
I agree. See,
So then again, from going by what you're saying, is the lower run didn't really work out, but then the price wasn't higher. But
yeah. The thing is with the dark side is I think it went to a shit factory. I think this went to a better factory. Whoever was responsible, whatever did this, they did great.
With dark side was more as well that they did a batch that fucked up and they had to redo it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so
I've just been looking at the actual heads, and other than the actual, the arse chin he's got there.
Yeah.
He's got a really bad arse chin there, or a pullback. He's a bull chin.
Yeah, it looks good. This is Bruce Forsyth.
I just noticed that the actual classic head paint doesn't really match the body.
No.
So I mean, when you actually look at the regular, because you've got the black on the lower part of the mask, it blends in a bit better. But this one, the
yeah.
actual yellow is very yellow, and it goes onto like an orangey kind of shading.
Yeah, you can see it there.
And it's
Yeah.
really obvious.
It is really obvious.
That's probably the worst thing about it, I'm going to have to say. I'm quite surprised no one's actually mentioned that, but then again, because they're all hand painted, some people may have a really good match. You know,
Also as well, the body on the Wolverine is textured and the head is smooth. So it looks even worse because the textures are completely different.
Yeah.
So your eye gets drawn to where the light hits the smooth part and the textures, just you know what I mean, just stand out. Then all of a sudden it just doesn't. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Definitely the regular portrait is the way to go.
Sure.
I wouldn't piss on this portrait. I think shite. I wouldn't. No. I'm not.
I mean, Gary's got a good one. I mean, the black lines are not too bad.
And the teeth are better on that portrait than they are on this one.
But he does have the kind of bleeding between here. But again, it's tough because they are all hand painted. So you know. So I just want to say as well, I mean, the details on that Hulk face, I really like them. The teeth are so clean. I mean,
He's had too many blackjacks, bitch.
Too many
blackjacks.
Blackjacks. I was going to like the black outline.
He's got a black tongue.
Oh yeah, the black gums.
Nah, it looks good, man.
But the teeth are really clean. I mean, as I said before, I mean, I had the second premium format, and I just couldn't keep it. The teeth were really bad, and the line on this one is acceptable, but the one on the premium format basically had like a...
You had a fucking toupee on, dude.
Well, it had like a matte and gloss difference in
toupee
paints, and the face was very gloss, and the toupee on top of it didn't really help. It was like he's been to like fucking Nicky Clark or
this reminds me of a girl that you used to date.
Oh, the Aborigines.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I miss her.
I bet you miss her.
Yeah, she just got married.
Did you?
Anyway, so
no, that's nice.
Yeah, so what we do then is we change
the blades are long, isn't it? The Wolverine blades are quite long, aren't they?
Well, the blades should be like...
It's cool, though.
As long as his forearm, so they are a bit too long.
I mean...
He wouldn't be able to straighten his fucking arms when...
no, it's as long as his forearm.
Is it?
Yeah, probably.
Well,
yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Alright, what we do then is the highest point on this, I would say, is the...
elbow, back of Wolverine's arm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
So... We'll go from here to here.
Yeah.
So we're saying that this is
23.
It's between 22.5 and 23.
Yay!
It is probably 57.5 centimeters. And
that's a beast.
Go to your deepest point.
I reckon it's about 21.
Actually,
21.5.
Let go. We'll go between the legs. There you go.
Careful, because it's a bit close there.
So, fuck me.
From this point, if you've displayed it from here, that's the deepest part.
I'm going to say to the tip of the blades from there is about 18 inches.
Shit.
So probably about 46 centimetres.
And then width-wise, these two logs. No, actually, it's this hand.
Oh, fuck me. What do we do here?
No, just take that side.
No, because I've got to go for his leg.
Okay. For his leg? No, for his back. For that bit.
No. That way?
For his back, yeah. Yeah, I've got to protect the piece from your stupidity.
Alright, so...
That's the hand there, that's it.
This is between, I'd say it's about 19.5 inches this way, which is about 50 centimetres.
That's fucking crazy.
So, this ain't going to the best stuff.
For 1/5 scale, look at Gary's just stick his head up.
Yeah, Gary just shook his head up. This ain't going to go to the best, but it does go in the Struber.
Yes!
I've seen someone with a Struber. And I had to ask. So,
Gary, did you start? I was like, what? If my whole display plans are ruined.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I do think Gary needs to get some Strubers.
I don't know if we can get this on here at all. Actually, it's quite a funny shape, so maybe.
We can try and weigh this. I'm very interested in the weight.
Dude, it's going to be heavy. I'm serious, it's going to be
Alright, so 0. You lifting?
Oh fuck, do I have to?
Well, yeah.
Wunderbar! This is eine Scheißes. Ready? You got it? This is Scheiße.
Yeah. I can't do it because fucking... I can't see it. We can't see it. So, I knew we should have done it. It looks like it's about 10, 12... It's around 13 kilos, which is going to be about 29 pounds.
It feels much heavier than that.
It might, well, we might be wrong because we
It feels. I mean, I don't know if it's just the way that the weight is distributed, but it feels very heavy.
Mm. Overall, little conclusion here. So overall, I mean, I'm pretty impressed with the piece.
Overall, I mean, if you have not bought this piece, get the fuck onto Sideshow and buy it quick because the exclusive is still available. And to be honest with you, you know, a 2,500 edition size, definitely going to hurt you less than a 4,000 edition size. Quality-wise, this shit gets our stamp of approval all day long. It is an absolute fucking masterpiece, and I only wish that it was a little bit more respected and a little bit less of a money grab. And I think it could be up there with some of the best diorama work that's been made. They really did smash it. There's a couple of tiny little things, but surprisingly, nothing severe. I really expected with the teeth that I was going to be like, fuck.
I think, from, as I say, I agree with you. I mean, I think from seeing pictures on social media and hearing people's complaints, I think you kind of you expect the worst, and then you see it and you're like, it's actually pretty impressive. It's got a great presence. It's very dynamic, and I just think it's 2 thumbs up from me. Definitely, I'll be very happy to display this in my collection. Very happy.
All the little things you were talking about, like we were talking about earlier, the only one that really is a glaring standout is probably the scene.
Well, and also I think the colour.
Yeah, but
I think the colour on the
that just could be a one-off. That could just be Gary. We don't know that yet, but that it could be.
All right. So do the usual, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And we really hope this actually filmed this time. So yeah.
And also, let us know if you have this piece. Let us know what you're planning to display it, where you're planning to display it, and what with. Because we've been talking about what Gary's planning to do with his one.
Now moving out.
And now
you're moving out.
Plans.
So thanks very much for the support. You know what I mean. We've had a lot of requests to do this video. I think people just wanted to know, what the real situation is from two people who are uninvested in the piece. We don't own the piece. We don't really care about upsetting Gary. We were happily upset him for the truth, and he knows that. That's why he agrees to do it. But this is...
Yet. We don't own it yet.
We don't own it yet. After today, it could be
change.
different. Could be different. Grab it if you can, because it's if you like this sort of shit, you can't lose. Peace.
It's flashing, yeah? You're on 13 seconds.
Sweetheart.
Yeah. So we're filming, yeah?
Sweetheart.
Yeah, we're filming, yeah.
Hey.
Hey. Go, well, we do go, yeah.
I
don't like not seeing you.
don't like not
Do you want me to pause it?
How?
Oh yeah, stop it and then
Pause
it's a
it.
bit weird.
Stop it or pause it?
Yeah, stop it.
Stop it.
Feels like
Do that while you're recording, you know that.
3, 2, 1.
big fucking clapping big Irish hands. the fucking claw hands, man. I've never seen a pair of hands so massive, innit?
Fucking lobster boy.
You know what I mean? Jesus.
Oh, man.
Foreplay for you don't need nothing else,
Nothing,
do you?
man, no.
Sober, innit? Player, don't bother with that, to keep them digits from me. It's fine. Keep that phallus away from me.
And this is why no one wants to be our assistants. We lose cameramen
shit.
and whatever else.
That's why I'm retired.
Oh, man. In your own time.
Okay.
Changed.
So we changed
I
t-shirts.
feel so much better now.
You had a Hulk t-shirt though.
Who?
I'm sure you had a Hulk t-shirt.
I can't remember where it is. I don't
You
know.
did
I've
yourself
got
like a bodybuilding Hulk one. You did.
Did I?
Yeah. It was like a dark colour with a... Yeah.
I love the way that you know.
That's so gay, man.
Anyway.
So it is.
You wore it
So
that
gay.
Yeah, I remember.
You wore it that time.
You looked nice that time.
Yeah.
We feel better now. We're in Marvel
You-
stuff.
you
We that's a travesty. We fucking reviewing Marvel stuff in DC shit.
God.
That's a hanging offence, bitch.
Yeah. Wow.
That's so heavy, man. That's like one of the heaviest fucking things. That is. I got it. Dude, that's so heavy.
Bring
Right,
it up.
George, bring it over.
It's like a.
Throw it in there. Let's have a look. Wow.
That is heavy. Dude, you could club a rhinoceros to death with this fucking body. That is serious.
Alright. Right, so...
Take your skinny hairy ass out of the way. You listen to the will.
Are you doing the intro, am I?
Oh, well, you have a crack, I'll have a crack.
Well, you do the intro and then I'll do the warm-up.
Okay.